I don't understand like what this director is trying to do tonally. It's like all over the map. You know, it's very serious. It's kind of funny. Hey everybody, I'm Nick. I'm a director living in Taiwan. And today I want to talk about a genre of film that I don't particularly like very much, and you probably do. I was recommended this movie called I Saw the Devil over and over again. I kept hearing all these people talking about this movie. I Saw the Devil, so good, it's amazing. Oh, Korean movies are the best. This is one of the best Korean movies, blah, blah, blah. So I decided, you know what, I should check this movie out. Everybody keeps talking about it. I have a channel where I talk about films from Asia, usually Taiwan, but you know, I haven't done a Korean one yet, so maybe this would be a great movie to review, a Korean movie to review. So I rented the movie and I watched it. And immediately I was like, I don't know if this movie's for me. It starts and the score right away just seems really generic. I don't really like, I didn't really, it felt like it was from like a romantic drama. It was very odd. And I probably wouldn't mention it because it's such a fine detail, but this will come up later, kind of the problem with the movie as a whole that I see. So then the movie kind of gets into it and it becomes very, very violent right away. I'm okay with violence, but there is a particular kind of violence that happened in this movie, I Saw the Devil, that is something I really don't care for and I actually think is bad filmmaking. And I'll explain a little. It's that I think violence for me in films is good when it's either very realistic and showing you, you know, in a very serious way how bad something is. That's one way. And the other way is kind of like the gonzo insanity, blood spurting, you know, exploding, very unrealistic violence that's fun and like revelatory, kind of like a Tarantino or you know, horror movie kind of aesthetic. But even like the Japanese kind of splatterpunk kind of thing. That's one thing, and I actually think that's a very interesting filmmaking technique, very legitimate, very good. This kind of straddles into the middle, where it's taking it very seriously, the violence, and being like, this is a horrible serial killer that's horrific. But then it's also very kind of over-the-top graphic, where I think this really cheapens the whole thing. It takes it from not being a condemnation of violence, it takes it not being like a kind of a subversion of the trope of violence, and it kind of blends it together in this kind of disgusting thing that makes you both uncomfortable and feel like you should be thinking this is cool at the same time. And I really don't appreciate that in a film. It makes me, I don't know, maybe you could say I'm a wimp or, oh, I'm Puritan, but I don't like it. I think it's not a good use of violence. And throughout the film, there's all these very weird tonal choices that I don't understand. There's a part where they find the head of the wife, and the cops are taking the head, and then somebody trips, and the head falls out of the box and kind of rolls in front of everyone, and it's like this moment, and this is where the score comes back. The score comes in, and it's like this, like, oh my god, like such an emotional thing. But then the way it's shot like almost like a slapstick, like a I don't understand like what this director is trying to do tonally. It's like all over the map. You know, it's very serious. It's kind of funny, darkly funny, but it's neither of those very well. It's like this weird middle ground that doesn't hit any specific beat in a way that makes any sense. Then the film kind of gets into the main plot of the film. It kind of sets up a structure of like he's looking for the people and he's going to try and find the people, but then that ends very quickly and he ends up finding the guy very easily in a way that I find very implausible. I think a lot of the plot points are very implausible in the film. As the plot goes on, like you find you're in this weird universe where like everybody's a serial killer. Like the main guy is this horrible serial killer, and I guess he's like a famous, like other serial killers know him, but he hasn't been caught yet. And they know who he is, the cops know who he is, I guess. He comes across other serial killers, like he picks him up in a cab and that guy's gonna kill him, but then he realizes, oh, this guy I'm gonna kill is a serial killer, and so he kills the serial killer. And then he goes to hang out with his friend who's also a serial killer, and his wife is a serial killer. So like we're living in some weird universe where like there's all these serial killers that exist. I mean, like, I guess it's supposed to be like a commentary on like the cruelty of humans or something. I don't know. And then as the film goes on, like the main character who you think is like this like CIA badass guy who can do anything. He makes a crucial mistake, and then the serial killer ends up kind of getting kind of some kind of revenge on him. But it ends up being, he kills an innocent person because of the result of this guy's revenge thing. And if he didn't do the revenge, then this innocent people wouldn't die. So then it kind of, I guess, is trying to say like revenge is not good, but it's also glorifying the revenge because it makes the revenge seem super cool the way he like can kick anybody's ass. And I think that's my main problem with these Korean revenge films, is that it doesn't know if it's trying to say, they don't know if they're trying to say revenge is cool and like we're gonna be reveling in the awesomeness of this, or, you know, be a morality tale. I feel like it wants to do both, so then it does neither very well. I mean, I'm sure that people that love this movie are like, you don't get it, bro. This is amazing, bro. I mean, you can explain to me what is so good about it, but this film just doesn't connect to me. The Korean revenge film aesthetic just doesn't connect to me. Oh, dude, you just can't handle it, bro. Yeah, but do I really need to? All right. Thanks for watching. If you want me to review other movies, like, share, subscribe, let us know in the comments, and yeah.